Visiting the Neuron Network project, this is a unique developer of the future. Today we will listen and ask questions to the developers of this project. Let's start. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Ruslan. I'm the CEO of Neuron Network, and we are working on that project from the middle of the 2022. And the Neuron is an open source crowd-funded decentralized platform for real-time data. At its heart is the Neuron network, which transport messages from data publishers of subscribers, appearing to the users as a global publish-subscribe messaging service. It's similar in functionality to MessageQuest, enterprise messaging system, MQTT brokers, Apache Kafka of PubSub cloud messaging service. The key features of such systems, including Neuron, are publishing messages, subscribing messages in order, and storing messages for later use.
Okay, very good. It's really impressive. Why use Neuron Network?
The big difference to comparable data framework is that Neuron aims to be centralized and P2P. Similar to cloud services, you get on-demand scalability, minimal upfront investment, and benefit from economies of scale. Unlike cloud services, there is no vendor lock-in, no monopolies, no proprietary code, and no need to trust a third party with your data. Decentralized networks are also secure by design, more resilient to attacks and disruptors due to their distributed and peer-to-peer nature. They also benefit from networks effects as adoption grows, the above points become stronger. A shared standard is formed across industries, and a lot of useful content becomes available from a single source.
Okay. Tell our users more about the project and centralized data feeding networks.
Yeah, the issue of relying on centralized source for data is at the heart of the problem with networks. The purpose of distributed systems is defeated if they ultimately depend on centralized sources for data. Unfortunately, this is currently the case. Centralized networks are often controlled by a central authority that can influence network decisions and data feeds, or they may be somewhat interdependent. It's not uncommon to see DeFi protocols fetching prices feeds from centralized exchanges that are unknowingly dependent on each other, so APIs.
This is very cool utility in the cryptocurrency market. I'm sure that our listeners are inspired by this project. Can you say more about a non-synergetic middleware data framework?
Sure. The development of Web3 technology presents a multitude of opportunities, prompting several companies to deploy solutions to solve various problems. However, this is often done without coordination or adherence to standards. As a result, solutions that address different aspects of the problem do not fit together seamlessly or synergize with preceding solutions. They don't resemble money Legos as DeFi solutions do, due to their compatibility. That hinders the collective development of the web iteration towards widespread adoption.
Very good. This is really good utility. Where is your utility use cases? Tell me more about data monetization.
Sure. The data communities enable the buying and selling of the access to ethically sources data networks. This represents a significant advancement in the creation of a fair data economy based on ethical principles. The neural network is fully aligned with this initially, as it offers a community-owned and permissionless alternative to the data broking monopolies that currently dominate the industry.
Okay, thank you very much. How the games works on the neuron network?
About gaming, the neural network can function as a real-time networking layer for massively multiplayer games, utilizing light nodes that can be run directly in the browser, and this enables truly decentralized multiplayer experiences that are not dependent on any centralized infrastructure.
Very cool project. Our listeners are very surprised. Can you say more about Web 3.0?
Yes, about Web3 is we within the Network Explorer, and Web3 is using Web Explorer for.
Okay. Can you say more about background? About
Yeah, yeah, no,
free?
about DeFi.
Yeah,
The
about
DeFi is background of our network. The finance is one of the most participal application of blockchain technology, and about the Web3, the definition of Web3 node can vary depending on the individual, but it's generally involves a departure from the currently centralized services that rely on a single organization to function. These services, such as search engines, social media, and chat application, are prone to abuse, as evidenced by numerous cases. Currently, the internet has become a top-down system controlled by a few large players that derive their power from their control over user data, a form of surveillable capitalism.
Okay, very good. Our users would love to hear more about Web3 and how it functions on your system. Please tell us more about this development.
About Web3,
Yeah,
yeah, the Web3 middlewares we have, and middlewares often are referred to as software glue, are computer programs that provide additional services and capabilities to applications beyond what is offered by the operating system. Middleware is responsible for managing data, application services, messaging, authentication, and API management. It serves as connective tissue between application data and users, enabling developers to build applications more efficiently.
okay. Can you tell more about your network? This is Unicue development, and can you say more? Yeah.
Sure. About our network, it calls Neuron, and the system that provides an external data source from smart contracts within the blockchain. It serves as a bridge between a chain and out-of-chain data, addressing external issue faced by the blockchain in an ideal scenario. The network is a free of trust system operation on the principles of decentralized, requiring no trust to function effectively.
Okay, thank you. Can you tell me more about the ideal oracle that works for the file shall include the following characters?
Sure, the accuracy prices must accurately reflect market prices. And about the timelines, prices must be able to react rapidly to change in market prices. Costs of attack, the cost of manipulating prices must be prohibitively high, and the decentralizations Prices must be generated and verified in a decentralized and permissionless system.
Very good, cool. Can you say more about network shall deliver data to the mast?
Yes, the first wall is accuracy. The data should be precise and not approximate. Validity, the data should correspond to the real world and be accurate. Reliability, the data should always be valuable and trustworthy. Timelines, the data should be up to date and not out of date. Relevance, the data should be percipient and useful of the intended purpose. Completeness, the data should be compressiveness and complete in scope to be useful.
Cool. Can you say more about your future plans? What's your future plans?
Yeah, the phase one is our initial objective is to establish all fundamental functions of current data feeding and verification solutions, while also developing a range of non-traditional data sourcing options for the app builders to use. We aim to create a one-stop shop for all data sourcing needs without need for manual HTTP calls. The phase two, our objective is to create cross-chain data queuing and data structure tools similar to the cross-chain version, the graph. This will be an essential data infrastructure. The three, as the data marketplace becomes more mature, stable, and widely used, we will develop analytic tools to extract many data feeding patterns and interruptions. We will also implement low-cost commercials functionalities with the public. Our ultimate goal is to provide an essential open API and the SDK from a high-level perspective with the above tools fully powering the data economy.
Thank you very much for visiting our channel. We're very glad to see you at our AMA and wish your project a successful future and a good launch.
Thank you so much. Thank you for listeners. Just go to the Pinksale and support our project if you really like that. Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Bye.